It is your best friend's birthday party and you're getting late. Your mom and dad are busy and can't drop you to the party. What would you do? Simple, call a cab, right? Did you know that every 2 out of 3 Indians use Ola to book a taxi ride? Yes. But despite having several options, why do Indians prefer Ola to its competitors? Let's see the story of how Ola cabs became India's preferred ride-calling app. Great ideas originate from empathy, and the Ola story is no exception. It all began on the day when Bhavish Agrawal, the co-founder of Ola, was traveling from Bangalore to Bandipur. He rented a car for his journey. Initially, everything was going fine, but all of a sudden in the middle of the ride, the driver stopped the car and started asking for more money. The driver even threatened to abandon him in the middle of nowhere if he did not concede. Bhavish, however, refused to accept the unjust demands, and thus he had to give up the ride. But soon after his pathetic experience with the cab driver, Bhavish realized that he was not the only one who had faced such a situation. Many of his family members and friends had also come across such terrible experiences when it came to cab traveling. Some came across rude drivers, some experienced breakdown of cars, some had to pay unreasonable fares, while some complained about the cooling or cleanliness. Where others chose to complain and eventually forget about the problem, Bhavish decided to address the common man's plight. Bhavish and Ankit Bhati, his friend from IIT days, was already running a startup that planned weekend trips by the name Ola Trips. Together, they decided to create an application where people could easily book cabs at affordable prices and enjoy hassle-free rides. Thus, in 2010, they started Ola Cabs. But they had a mammoth competitor to deal with. Only 2 years before Ola Cabs started in India, Uber had launched a similar app-based taxi service in the USA. It was a massive hit. Users loved the convenience, transparency, and quality of Uber rides. Investors were going gaga over the unique business model of Uber. It was based on an app that connected users and cab drivers, solving problems for both. Uber started expanding its business in many countries outside the USA. By 2011, Uber was a giant in global markets and was headed to capture the Indian market. Now, Ola had 2 options: either to succumb to the world leader or to take on the giant, and Ola chose the latter. So it was game on. Being an Indian company, Ola was more close to Indian consumers and their habits. So Ola started building their uniqueness around these characteristics. This was Ola's power move. Firstly, they realized that all Indian taxi users are not very comfortable with an English app. So they inculcated regional languages in apps to connect with Ola users. Secondly, frequent internet connectivity problems made it difficult for users to make e-payments. Also, Indian consumers are always happier to pay in cash. Hence, Ola adopted a cash system to enable offline payments. And lastly, Ola thought of a great way to make cab hailing services affordable for both drivers and passengers. Uber was giving an option of bigger cars, but a common man couldn't afford it for his daily commute. Ola added small cars to their services in addition to the existing range. Drivers found it easy to invest in buying small cars for cab services. The small cabs also meant lower fares because of low fuel and maintenance expenses. This shot up the number of drivers and taxis, thus giving passengers a lot of options. Ola further extended this idea and launched auto rickshaw and bike services for the economy users. Their introduction of carpooling was a sheer delight for the users, especially in IT cities. multiple users could now share a ride if they had common destinations. This contributed to reducing pollution in addition to being pocket-friendly for users. This idea was a complete win-win. All these steps put them on a fast growth mode compared to their competitors. Did you notice how Ola beat a mighty global player at their own game? Well, it simply understood the Indian market better. They implemented innovative solutions that created more value faster than everyone else. However, with the advent of many cab-hailing apps, Ola faced a threat of losing customers to the new players. But Bhavish and Ankit saw these challenges as opportunities. They decided to expand in remote cities and small towns of India. Moreover, Ola created helplines for hailing cabs. A customer could simply call and book a cab. The local call centers managed customer service in regional languages. Ola also acquired Taxi for Sure, another similar taxi booking company based out of India. This move helped them to grow in size and be a bigger player. Others tried to catch up with Ola's speed. But Ola, having introduced the common man to luxury commuting, had the first mover advantage and thus became the most popular cab-hailing app. Today, Ola Cabs is a market leader with more than 65% market share, and it's one of India's fastest growing startups in the Unicorn Club. Did you notice how Ola used innovation and user-centric strategies to become India's best ride-hailing service? Ola teaches us some of the best lessons on how to fight with a mighty opposition. Build an ability to hear what the consumer wants, and then be fast in shifting gears. So now, if you happen to come across such an opposition, will you follow Ola's strategy to shift gears at the right time? Do tell us your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to visit the Empower website to learn more about entrepreneurship. Happy learning!